Welcome to Epping West Public School Support Unit. In the support unit, we share the same values as the rest of the school, and these are playful, collaborative, passionate, caring, innovative, reflective, curious, resilient, and persistence. Meet our SLSOs. These are our 3 lovely SLSOs that work in all of the 3 support unit classes. We have Mrs. Kirsty O'Connor, Mrs. Rose Cipollone, and Mrs. Samindra Gunaratna. Meet the teachers. These teachers are always professional and dedicated members of our support unit. We have Mrs. Helen Fitzgibbon, who is on class Monday to Thursday in K6F. Mrs. Liza West, who is on class Monday to Friday in K6W. And Mrs. Patricia Jane, who is on class Monday to Friday in K6F. We have our RFF teacher, Mrs. Cherie Anderson, who is also on class on Friday in K6F. This year, we have a student who has allergies to dairy, soy, and tree nuts. Please be mindful when you are making your child's recess and lunch. Birthday parties. Due to COVID restrictions, only commercially made cupcakes are allowed. Any snacks will need to be individually wrapped. Thank you for your understanding. If you order uniforms from the uniform shop, please let your classroom teacher know via Seesaw before Wednesday so the classroom teacher can organise collection. Please ensure your child's clothing and all other items have their name clearly marked on it. Integration. Integration is an important part of the culture of Epping West. Your child will have many opportunities to integrate throughout the year. These include grade excursions, assemblies, sports, and scripture, just to name a few. We also will try to integrate your students into their grade-based classes for other activities such as creative arts and music. We are always looking for opportunities for your child to succeed in all areas of their school life. Community Liaison Officer role. Erin Yong is a Community Liaison Officer who works at the school on Wednesdays and helps with facilitating partnerships and strengthening communication between families and school. Working with local organisations to provide support services and training for our school community to achieve positive and respectful relationships. Working with our community language network group, a group consisting of parents and carers, volunteers from diversified multicultural backgrounds who speak multiple different languages, who actively support in connecting our communities together, who assist in communication links via translations, who assist new families into the school, who help at school events and functions, such as skip orientation, and they organise a lot of different things during these events. Individual education plans. Oops. Individual education plans are an important role in the academic outcomes of your child. We are always open to contributions from parents, and that is why the goals sheet is going to be sent home, and we would require your input to help us understand what type of goals you would like achieved for your child. During weeks 9 and 10, we'll be having our IEP meeting so this plan can be discussed and your input as well as the classroom teacher's input can be aligned together to create a plan. Therapy at school. If you would like therapy at school, then please let me know and I will send home a therapy pack, either via email or through the communication folder. At this stage, all therapy sessions will be conducted via Zoom. Release of information. Before we can contact any therapist or any outside agency, a permission to release or seek information form must be signed and handed to myself or the classroom teacher first. The therapy pack needs to be filled out and relevant information and documents need to be sent to myself through either an email or the communication folder. Once all the information and documents have been received, then this will go through a process. And if the process application is successful, then an agreed engagement form will be sent to you to be signed. If your application is unsuccessful, you'll be notified in writing and given a reason for this decline. If you choose, you can appeal the decision. A form will be sent with a notice of decline. Bus bay guidelines. These guidelines have been given out in the beginning of the term. The driveway closes at 9:10. There will be no staff on duty after this time, although we do wait until 9:20 before we actually shut the gate. This is due to attendance and marking roles. We don't mark anyone late if they are there before 9:20. There will be no staff on duty after this time. Support unit pickup starts from 2:45. All vehicles must be off and handbrakes on when collecting students, and the car behind also needs to have their engine turned off. Drivers are not permitted to exit their vehicles once loading has commenced, unless otherwise spoken about prior to loading. Absent from school. If your child has any flu-like symptoms at school, they will be sent home. Students will be marked as sick during this period. Please keep your child at home until they are symptom-free. If your child will be taking leave during the school term, please send an email or letter to the school. Communication. Communication is a very important part of the school life in the support unit, especially if your child goes to transport on the assisted school travel program. Please have a quick look through the communication folder for any notes or comments from the teacher every day. If there is anything urgent, then the classroom teacher will give you a call or message you directly on Seesaw. Meetings can also be arranged with your classroom teacher if you would like to discuss your child's well-being and learning. Excursions. Participating in grade-based incursions and excursions are part of integration. Information and permission notes are emailed to parents. Please send all permission notes back to school, as we cannot send students to any excursions without a permission note. Payments can be made online or by sending money in the communication folder. For students in years 5 and 6 who go to camp this year, it is really important to start getting your child ready for camp with things such as dressing themselves, putting their own shoes and socks on, picking out their clothes to wear, eating on their own. It is good to get them prepared for these things even before they are in year 5 and 6. At school, we try to build this independence throughout their school day, but it is good when your child also does this at home. You can contact us at the school on the phone on 9876 8255, or you can send us an email. Thank you so much for attending today's meeting, Meet the Teacher. I wish we could meet in person, but unfortunately, we're not doing that this year. If you have any further questions or comments or suggestions, then please let us know through the communication book, Seesaw, and even an email through to the school. Thanks again, and we hope you all have a fantastic day.